Yeah, and thanks for taking time to sit down with me.
Yeah, absolutely.
I wanted to just ask you a couple quick questions about your experience with AROYA and kind of how you've been using it, and how it's kind of been helping you guys out. So, yeah, really just kind of give me the rundown of, your history with the system and what you think of it and all that.
So I've been working with AROYA. This isn't the first facility I've used it at. I've used it at previous facilities too, but it's, in my opinion, by far the best data tracking and management system. I've worked with some other ones before that weren't nearly as good. So I really appreciate AROYA for all of the, especially like the harvest tracking stuff. However, we use AROYA in every single room we have here, both the climate and the substrate sensors. We use it to guide our crop steering during flowering, which is absolutely crucial. And then we use it to monitor our moms, just make sure our moms are within range as well. So we use substrate sensors there too, because everything that we do is in stone wool. So it's almost essential, really. But yeah, AROYA is extremely useful. It's something that we check 7 days a week, just to make sure that there's no anomalies going on anywhere. And we know that the data that we get through AROYA is trustworthy and we can count on it. And, yeah, it also just makes the organization of running the farm as a whole. It kind of gives you a platform to help organize some of that as far as assigning tasks and planning things out week by week. So there's so many features on it that we utilize and it's really helpful.
Where do you guys think you'd be right now without it?
Oh man, so we definitely wouldn't be hitting the yields that we're hitting. There's certain cultivars that, like, for example, the Dulce de Fresa cross that we have, it yielded in the last run 114 grams per square foot, which is just so crazy. But that is specifically because the precision crop steering that we're able to do because of the AROYA sensors. If we didn't have that, we probably would still be in cocoa pots, truthfully, just because growing in rockwool with zero idea of what's going on in your substrate it's just such a risky move. So, yeah, our yields would probably be down and we probably would still be digging in some cocoa. So,
yeah. That makes a lot of sense. I think from a quality and consistency perspective, how do you think it's impacted your decision making and your results in that regard?
Yeah, I think it's positively contributed to it, of course. It's something, so like I said, we check it every single day. I look at the curve of all the substrate sensor data every single day and make feed adjustments every day based on that data. And that has allowed us also the climate monitoring as well. Both of those things have allowed us to maintain the consistency. And if anything ever falls out of parameters, AROYA does a great job of notifying you and ringing all the alarm bells so that you can get it back within parameters pretty quickly. So that has helped us. It's given us a safety net and it's given us the most visibility you could ask for. So
how do you feel about the support you've gotten team at AROYA and sort of all of the people that you've worked with at AROYA over the years?
Yeah, I've loved the AROYA team. Everybody that I've worked with has been fantastic. And every time you guys come to the site, I feel like we're always able to hash out like some weird questions that I've had in the back of my head. And you guys always have such good insight and you're super helpful. That and just anytime we have something funky happen, it's super easy to get a hold of you guys and just be like, hey, I don't know if this is me. Is this a user error or a software error? It doesn't matter. You guys are super receptive and super helpful. And yeah, the customer service is top tier.
Awesome. Yeah. And then, yeah, one last thing, just kind of give me now that you've been using the Teros One for a little while, kind of give me your assessment on the difference in the value and quality of that compared to the Teros 12s.
Yeah. Not to say anything negatively about the Teros 12s, but the Teros Ones blow them out of the water. They're so much more accurate. They show you, I like that they show the water volume content versus the EC as separate. Like it reads those separately. And so you can actually see in real time what's actually happening with the EC and the water volume versus just an extrapolated number. And they're way more accurate. Like we've had a room where we put the Teros 12s in with the Teros Ones and the difference is night and day. Like they're on the same zone being fed the same, but the sensors are reading kind of pretty differently. And the Teros Ones were always the way more accurate of the two.
And you guys mentioned you got some better results in that room that you were in the zones you were using the Teros Ones.
We did. That was actually the same zone that we pulled down 114 grams per square foot.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, that was the room that we ran for, what was it? The Cowboy Cup. The Cowboy Cup, yeah. So we ran a bunch of different strains and we ran side by side. It was our first chance to use those Teros Ones. So we put them in the strains that we knew we wanted to potentially submit. And like I said, the visibility is way better than with the Teros 12s. And we were able to pull down probably one of the bigger yielders that we ever have, really.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, I'm super excited to have you guys as a partner and work with you guys more. And I look forward to doing more work with you guys in the future.
For sure. Me too. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.